So, let's see. Aries, Aries, Aries. Fire sign. There we go. All right, so Aries for October 2017. What's left of it, going halfway through. What energies and messages for Aries? Please, Lord, please. Energies and messages for Aries. Aries, Aries. Energies and messages for Aries. Aries, Aries. For October 2017. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Feeling stuck. Change. Not feeling regret. Not defending yourself or your beliefs. High Priestess. Queen of Wands. Fiery, passionate, inspired. Pentacles. Pentacles. Swords. Lord help us. Two of Pentacles. I'm not sure if I want to keep that as a bonus or as the next energy line. We'll see. Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Lots of pentacles going on here. Eight of Wands reversed underneath the deck for the overall energy. Not communicating, not talking, no fire, no passion, perhaps angry communication, anxiety, tense communication. In the past, we have the Seven of Wands reversed, not defending your beliefs, not defending yourself. Perhaps someone was gossiping about you and you ignored it. Something like that kind of energy. Someone was speaking badly about you, or basically throwing stones at you, and you just simply ignored it, or didn't defend yourself, didn't care about defending yourself. In the present situation, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and that's a feeling of being stuck or not moving forward, not having a plan. It can be also health, spirituality, finances, but it all revolves around planning and moving forward with those things. So when it's reversed, it's like you may not know where to go from here, or you are taking your time and taking deliberate steps, maybe too slowly, or maybe you don't know where to go, and you're in that process of trying to plan your next move. With death crossing you as a challenge, it might be that you are going through this transition that everybody's going through with Samhain, Halloween, October, and death in Scorpio, and everybody's transitioning through this death phase, this death period, and where one cycle is ending and a new one is beginning. So this challenge that you're going through is of course the same that everybody else is going through, where you have to transition, and this is the transition period. Something's going on in your life where you have to deeply change something, a way about yourself or a way about a situation. And you're in this planning phase right now, and you're not sure what your next steps are. And that's why death would be challenging you right now. You have this huge change that has to take place, and you have to make plans in order to put it in place. At the base of your reading is the Five of Cups reversed in the foundation. So we have something here where you are not looking at things. You are not looking at the past. Something might have been upset, like this change that's going on, and maybe some people would expect you to be regretful or upset about it, but you are taking the optimistic approach to it. You are actually looking at what you have left over, and you are taking a very mature look at where you are and being grateful and happy for what you have, instead of crying over the spilled milk, which is basically the upright version of it, where somebody's just like sitting there crying over what happened. You are not. You are looking forward and moving onward. It's just you're having a little bit of trouble with taking the next step and moving into the next phase. Transitions are not smooth sometimes. At the top of your thoughts is the High Priestess. Knowledge of the universe, and just knowing how things are, and knowing the way the universe works, knowing the good and bad, using your intuition. Very good card. This is how you are thinking, this is what you are thinking. Very good card. In your future, you have the Queen of Wands. Inspired, passionate, creative, commanding, but more subdued than the the king would be. This can be a Leo card too. Finding that spark, finding that passion, finding that fire in yourself again. I really like this reading. Lord help me. Anyway, alright, so for this energy line here, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. And this is thinking very groundedly. This is a person who's very practical, generous, and giving. Very grounded, financially stable, business-minded. Thinks in real world terms, material. It can also be about your health, your finances, your spirituality. Very grounded sense of these things, and practical in that you plan and you move forward in practical ways. You take the steps necessary to move forward with these things. How people see you or in your environment, how you're showing yourself to the world, is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is very patient. It's having planted the seeds and watching these things come to fruition. It's also a karmic card. People can be seeing you as karma. What you give out to the world is what you get. What is given is what is received. And so you've put in the work, you've put in the effort, and you're receiving back what you have given. Very interesting. In your emotions, hopes, and fears, we have the Queen of Swords. A lot of queens in this reading. I have to go through and look at these things. Let me see here. Very interesting. We'll have to go through it and just figure this out. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is very logical, very factual based, masters of change, truth, facts. I don't know if I said that already. But they move forward in their life based on what is real, what is fact. Very analytical, and are not afraid to speak their mind. Are not afraid of cutting away what doesn't serve them. But it's interesting that in the outcome we have here the King of Pentacles reversed. And although you have all of these things in the upright here, it's still coming out with the King of Pentacles reversed, being unbalanced and ungrounded financially, health-wise, or spiritually. It may be that throughout this, instead of being ungrounded or unstable, you're moving forward in an incredibly stable way. Maybe too grounded, too stable, and that's why you're coming up with the Knight of Pentacles reversed here. It's an overabundance of the earth feeling where you're stuck, or you're moving so slowly, so practically, so groundedly that it's hindering you in some way, which could be a possibility. Still, it's like you have all of the energies here except for cups. There are no cups here. You have pentacles, you have swords, you have wands, but you don't have your cups. The only cups here is the Five of Cups reversed, and maybe that's why. Something happened in your emotional aspect, and in order to move forward in a balanced way, you've left that part of yourself behind, or you're repressing it in some way in order to be able to move forward. Yeah. But the thing is, you have the High Priestess up here, and that's very much a cup card. It's about intuition and compassion and empathy. But it's also about knowledge of the universe and how the universe works. It's very interesting. So, for this energy line, as I was shuffling, the Two of Pentacles popped out as a bonus card. We're going to call it a bonus card and go with that. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling, and it pretty much flipped out like it was being juggled anyway. So maybe somebody's trying to juggle something. They have two things going on at once, and they are trying to balance these two things out. And this could be a relationship partner, or just the energy going on around you, or somebody who is around you at the moment. And the Two of Pentacles is, basically being in the flow of the universe, being able to handle many things at once. And it can be about spirituality, finances, health, or it can be just about life in general, and you're trying to juggle these two things. For earth signs, it can be about, twos can be about connections, and it can be about spiritual connections. It can be about something that you're invested in. And it can be about you juggling these two things that you're invested in. But as our base energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles upright. And that is about a stable relationship or a situation in your life. The Ten of Pentacles is the pinnacle of that situation where you are going to transition and advance. I think I'm going to go with advancing forward. Whenever it's upright, I feel like it's advancing forward to a promotion, and not really an ending or a cycle ending where it goes into a downward phase. It's you are putting more commitment into something. It can be a job, a relationship, or spirituality. You're being more committed to a faith. You're finding a deeper level to your faith, and you're moving forward to that. In a job, it would be like you're being promoted, and you are moving onward to a new desk or a new situation in your job where they're giving you more responsibility. In a relationship, it would be committing deeper to the relationship, moving forward in a way that is shows more commitment, shows more stability, shows more responsibility to that commitment that you have. In your environment and how people see you is the Page of Swords, and that can be about communications, speaking your truth. It can be also spying. It can be trying to find out information. It's either the coming or going of information. Handling truth in some way as a messenger. Either you are speaking your truth or you're gathering the truth. In your emotions, hopes, and fears, we have another 2 card and a Knight of Wands reversed. Both came out at the same time. So, the Knight of Wands reversed can be someone who has lost their fire, lost their spark, is unmotivated, is not interested. Or in the opposite way, since reversals can go 2 ways, it is that you are explosive, or you're way too fast in this. You have absolutely no commitment to it. You're in somebody's life 1 minute and then out the next, and Lord help us. It's just like that energy of the Knight of Wands where it's like a one-night stand energy, or it's like a creative venture or a creative idea that comes into your mind or life or feelings 1 minute and then it's gone the next, and then you have this idea and you move forward with that. And with the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Wands is you have the inspiration and now you're putting into place the action and the motion towards it. You're putting in the effort. You're making plans. You see the bigger picture. You're inspired and you're moving forward with that inspiration. The 2 of Wands can also mean a connection as well. And with the 2 of Pentacles here, this can be about a relationship. It can be about soulmates, or it can be about a soul contract. Twos are always about connections and making those connections and how those connections are moving forward. The 2 of Cups is more about an emotional connection with someone, emotional and spiritual. But spirituality goes throughout all of the elements. It can be a spiritual, mental connection. It can be a spiritual connection with the earth signs, mental with the air signs, and then physical with the fire signs. So the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles would be a spiritual connection with a spiritual, religious connection with the earth signs. And then with the 2 of Wands, it's a spiritual, physical connection with the fire sign. And so these 2 combined, a religious, physical connection. It sounds very much like a soulmate connection. And then as our outcome for this energy line is the 10 of Wands, taking responsibility and moving forward. Very slowly, but still taking responsibility and moving forward and feeling weighted down by it. Yeah, basically it. You might be feeling stressed at the moment, you might be feeling burdened, but it's not so much that it's like overpowering you. It's just a weight. So, I remember this feeling, Lord help me, it's very enigmatic feeling, which actually is the High Priestess, a very enigmatic feeling. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I've only, like, seen it written down. So, let's have some oracle cards to see what the advice is for Aries for the rest of October 2017. Whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. John 16:23. Very interesting. You might be feeling unstable at the moment and not quite grounded and not knowing where to go. But if you pray and you ask the universe for it, and you believe in it, you'll get it. Your heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all of these things. Matthew 6:32. Seek and you shall find. Matthew 7:7. Oh, squiggly kitty. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Luke 7:50. So I have a feeling that you're closing out a cycle with someone or something or some situation in your life. You don't know exactly what to do or where to go or how any of this is going to play out, but you're following your intuition and you'd like some sort of sign as to what to do and where to go, or you'd like some help along the way. And you're feeling unstable and you're trying to move forward practically. And you'd like some help. And so this is basically telling you that you should ask for the help, either from the universe, which will always provide you with spiritual or signs and opportunities. It will always provide you with those things to help you move through and forward in the way that you should. Or you can ask the people around you, ask your friends, ask your family, seek out the opportunities from the people around you, and they will help you out as best they can in the ways that they can. It might be that you are leaving a very bad situation behind where you weren't able to defend yourself, or someone was like just not believing in you and not taking you seriously, not giving you the respect that you deserved. And you had to move forward, and you are actually saved by your belief in yourself. You put down defending yourself, because really you don't need to defend yourself throughout your entire life. You believe in yourself, and you should move forward in that way. You know what you know, and you know who you are, and you don't need to defend yourself to everybody that comes along. And your faith in yourself have saved you, so you should go in peace, basically. So yeah, Aries, that is your reading for October. I hope this resonated with you. If it didn't, not everybody is in the general lessons that everybody else is in. And if you would like a reading that's more personal, that would be in alignment with your energies, go ahead and shoot me an email, and I will set up a reading with you. I also do events, so if you live around me in my area, shoot me an email. And if you'd like a tarot reader at your event, I am more than willing to do that too. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of October, and I will talk to you later.